always born from trophies. They're born out from schools ascending to new heights at the same time and finding the other guy standing in the way of their ultimate goal. It's time to find out who's going to get run over this time. Welcome to the home of the Florida Gators, Ben Hill Griffin Stadium, better known as the Swamp. As we'll see a playoff team from last year, the Tennessee Volunteers, taking on the 15th ranked team in the land, the Florida Gators. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Will kick it away to start us off. And he takes this from inside the 5. Across the 25 to the 26 before going out of bounds, and that's where the offense will go to work. We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. On the snap, it's Gibson. Plows through the defense. Wide open spaces. At the 30. The 10. Touchdown, Florida! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Yeah, these offensive coordinators tell you they want to start fast and they want to establish the run game. That is exactly what you did. First drive, you hand the football off, making the big explosive run, setting the tone for this football game.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. We thought we'd see a little Wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Back has it. Got room to work. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3. When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout the season? You know, the first part of the season, now getting to the middle of the season, Palmer, get a chance to show what you're about so you can finish strong.
It's a resume builder, no doubt about it. And really, there's been so much anticipation building up to this top 25 matchup. So which team can control their emotions, I think, goes a long way in who wins this one.
The noise is deafening, trying to make sure only the Gators get out of the swamp on third down. Complete on the comeback.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
And the Volunteers have it with a 1st and 10. A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Vols! They wanted it all, and that is exactly what they got.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And they pick up the extra point. Kicker knocked it right down the middle. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. On the move from inside his 5. He'll step out of bounds at the 16 and leave his offense with a long field in front. He wants to change this route. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. Hits the accelerator to the right. Touchdown, Gator! He broke away from the defense and they couldn't catch him.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score, already down 14-7. Wants to go up top on first down. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete. Deep in the season, that crisp air all around you, and this feels like a must-win game, guys.
This is a game that will impact the college football playoff. It'll have conference championship implications, and it'll have bowl game implications as well. David, so much riding on the line in this one.
And you can feel it. You can feel the energy. The players this week, they were on high.
It's picked off. 13th time he's done that this year. Touchdown, Florida! And they turn it into a defensive score.
And this is exactly what you dream about for a defense. Forcing the big turnover, making the pick, and then putting points on the board yourself. Great play by the defense.
And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. They're about to kick it away, and the defense probably can't wait to get back out there after the pick six. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. Snap to the back. Finds some fresh air. Breaks into the open. He's at the 40. Past the 20. Touchdown, Tennessee. Once he got a step, it was all over, right to the house.
Offensive line, give me a crack, I'll do the rest. How about the Jets, the speed? He just turns it on, going 70-plus to the house. What a huge play by the running back.
And the extra point is good. Now to make sure this kickoff team covers properly to pay off that last scoring drive. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Gators sending the offense back to work. Boy, that last touchdown, the one-play quick strike score. Jesse, this offense hoping to keep that kind of explosiveness going.
And I don't know if they're going to get the same looks defensively because of just how explosive that play was, Reese. David, they may be seeing a little bit more off coverage on this drive and maybe some softer boxes to run into.
And when you make that kind of explosive play, you're going to put the defense on its heels. They're going to be a little bit more conservative. So this offensive approach now, maybe I don't have to go deep. I can go a little bit shorter and just make those easy plays underneath.
One man in the backfield, and he gets it. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Well, after ripping off a big-time run on his opening carry, a negative play this time around. And this is going to be key. They're going to keep giving him the ball, and they need him to have more positive plays than negative ones if they're going to win.
Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35.
This is a top 25 offense in college football, and I like what they do. They can run the football on third downs when they need to. They show you right there. They've got some balance to them. They really know who they are. They have a good identity, and that's why they've been so successful this season.
Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. And then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job in the base defense making a play.
And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting to throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
And that one will bounce and roll out of bounds. Let's see exactly where they mark it. Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. Direct snap. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a ball.
Lost to fire on second down. Shows him the stiff arm. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there.
And this offense, I think, will do a good job in this game divvying up the football and distributing it to different guys in the passing game. It won't just be receivers. It's not going to be tight ends. This running back, he's a weapon, too, after he catches it. You saw it right there.
They're going to try to throw for it on third down. Caught close to the marker. It's Jackson. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line.
And it's tough on the defense there. Third down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
Direct snap. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. He's up to 81 yards rushing, and that should be no surprise. He's been among the nation's elite all season. The Volunteers with a second and short to keep this drive moving. This is a designed run. Makes the tackle at the 23-yard line. Give him 10 yards and enough for the first down.
You know, you talk so much about QBs, right, and having to make really good decisions. There's a great example. He didn't see anybody open downfield. He didn't hesitate for 1 second. He put his head down, and he took off and went running and generated an explosive play for the offense.
He'll get it all the way down to the 8-yard line, and the defense is feeling the heat.
We've seen really nice balance here on this drive. Quarterback's 3 for 3. He's picking this defense apart. They've also run the ball well, too, and here they are down close to the goal line. This defense has no idea what's coming next.
Gets the back moving. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. The Vols want to crank the tempo. He's got it down to the 1-yard line, right on the doorstep of Pater. A 3rd and goal, and this deep, and he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Volunteers!
It's just so nice to have a signal caller who can make plays through the air and make plays with his feet like this. Runs in for the touchdown. The defense knows I have to account for him every play. That's my quarterback.
And he splits the uprights on the extra point. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. First play of the drive comes from the 22. He might want another play. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Fires to the wideout. Got his man downfield. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. Wants to throw on first down. Looking to the big tight end. They needed a big play, and they got it. And the foot down for the first down.
Not the big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making the catch.
This offense will snap it from the 42 on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. On target to the left. Turning it on. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Gators!
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
On the run from inside his own 5. And he'll be out of bounds on what turns out to be the final play of the first quarter. We've reached a break. It's Florida with the lead. And more importantly, we've got an early barn burner as both teams have come out firing, as you'll see on the stats. They've got a first down here to open the period. Back has it. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. Strong run to get it out to the 21-yard line. They pick up from 6. He's piled up 87 yards on the ground, and that's just another routine day for this guy who's been among the nation's leaders in rushing all season long. They make the stop, but not before the chains move and the Wildcat formation pays off. It is a maxim of Tennessee football that you must be physical.
Physical. It's this kind of people they are, right? Tennessee people are physical. They want to do the dirty work. They're willing to do the dirty work, and you love it when your team has a bunch of grinders, a bunch of physical guys, a bunch of blue-collar guys that want to win.
And after a successful run like that on first down, if you're the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and potentially taking a shot, because even if it's incomplete now on second, you only have a short amount of yards to go here on third.
And the Vols with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. This crowd unhinged, trying to make sure the Gators don't back down on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Right down the middle. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. On the run, it's Gibson. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line.
Well, the defense is able to finally stop this guy, but he has been on fire. We're only in the second quarter, and he has been absolutely lighting it up in this one. Nice job that time, defense, but you know this guy's going to get a lot more carries.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Grabbed in the middle. It's Gibson. There he goes. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. They've done a really good job identifying mismatches, and they find one out of the backfield there.
Reese, I really don't think it's that hard. My guy is better than yours. Find the matchup across the field. Running back's got some speed. Get it in his hands quickly. Throw it to him fast. Let him make somebody miss against a slower guy that's usually a linebacker.
He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Back to pass. Snagged in the middle. It's Montgomery. He's there to make the stop, and not before. He sets up this offense 1st and goal from the 7.
Right, second quarter, getting closer to the half. Offense is still having a lot of success, stringing some first downs together. Defense is going to need to figure something out before they get to halftime.
The Gators trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. He'll set up to throw. Trying to blow his way in. Touchdown, Florida! Made the grab and took it on in for the score. That touchdown puts them up by at least 2 scores. Too early to say it's over? Probably, but boy, it's starting to feel that way.
It might not be over, but you're in trouble, and you better find some answers really, really quickly. This team is putting everything together, and right now you got nothing going. Come on, give me something.
The returner will field it and try to get some field position. So here is the Tennessee offense. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14. He's going for the big play. He's got it inside the 15. Touchdown ball. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
And it's now the 2nd time this wide receiver has scored. Another outstanding job with the route. Great job securing the catch.
They tack on the extra point, and they're down a touchdown, 35-28. He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And the offense back on the field, ready to dial up ball plays. Looking for a crease. It's Gibson. Oh, he's got some space. He's at the 20. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Gator.
Man, this guy is such a weapon because he's so dangerous if he gets into the 2nd level. Great vision, and then David shows you the speed.
Just straight wheels, erasing angles. A lot of times when you're chasing guys that are so fast like this, you're like, I got him, I got him. No, I do not. What a big, long touchdown run. Pad those stats, young fella.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the returner will be knocked down. We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Snap to the back. Works his way ahead for 3 out to the 14.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
And those little runs, man, they don't look great in the box score, but I love when an offense stays on schedule and it makes those third downs more manageable, easier, harder to attack me now from the defensive perspective trying to get to me. So it's an easy, simple play for this offense, but I love it.
On the direct snap, it's Overton. Running into the open space. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29. These two, which have so much cross-pollination and legendary games in their history, first played in 1916 with the Vols blanking the Gators in Florida. Tennessee actually won the first 10 meetings, with Florida not getting a W in the series until 1954.
And there's a period of time, Race, in this rivalry that the game not only had SEC championship implications, but national champion.
Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on second down. They're staring at third.
Well, you see them there taking the shot. I think the thought process is look, we've had so much success early in this game running the football. Let's see if we can now take advantage of the defense throwing the ball over their head. They're going to be expecting run. Safeties and linebackers are all going to be playing downhill trying to stop that. If we get the one-on-one opportunities to the outside, we have got to take shots. That one fell incomplete, but they should keep trying this as the game goes on.
And the Volunteers are on the move. To the air on first down. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Trying to pick up a first down. Wants to throw it. He lets one fly deep. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed. He's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up. But if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give him a different look. On the direct snap, it's Gibson. He's in open space downfield. Turning it on. And after gobbling up some serious yardage and showing off those wheels, he's finally out of bounds.
And it's runs like that, man, where he just shows you a little bit of everything that is the reason why he's in the Heisman race. Like, this dude leads the nation in rushing for a reason. They hand him the football a lot. They trust him, and he continues to deliver and make big play after big play. This dude is an absolute superstar.
You got to be impressed by what you've seen by this offense so far in this game. In the first half, they've got a nice lead, and they've been able to do it with explosive plays, but they've also been able to do it with efficiency and getting first downs and staying on the field. You saw another great example right there running the football. Anything they want to do right now is working.
Lining up in the Wildcat, let's see what they've got. Direct snap, it's Gibson. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. To the ground to try to move the chains. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Florida! They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance. He makes his way into the end zone for the 50th time in his career.
Man, what a mark to hit. A guy that's so good with the football in his hands. A guy that every single week you know this guy's going to touch the football. And when he gets near the end zone, Palmer, you still know he's going to get it, and he still punches it in.
He's the unstoppable force. It doesn't matter what defenses have done throughout his career. This guy finds a way to make people miss, to run away. He's got all the tools you look for in an outstanding running back.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Uncorks it. Complete to the left. Breaks into the open. And the explosiveness, the big gainer, gets it to the 49-yard line.
And what a massive play for the offense. Not only getting the football across the 50, but they've now put themselves in position to steal a few more points here before the half.
Oh, they're after him. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
Yeah, that's a great job. And listen, this quarterback's had success. He's already thrown for 2 touchdowns. We got to make him feel uncomfortable. This is still early in the game. Nice job by the defense, getting a hit on the quarterback and making him think a little bit.
Going to take a shot at this DB. Reels it in down the left side. Down to the 26-yard line before they ride him out of bounds, and this defense is on its heels. The Volunteers will snap it on 1st and 10. Sends it back in motion. Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires to the middle. Finds a tight end down the gut. He found his man and zipped it in there, and they've got a 1st down in the red zone at the 11.
Man, this quarterback is having himself a day. Over 200 yards in the first half. It was hard enough for Palmer to get over 200 in a game, more or less in the first half.
Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
I know that one falls incomplete, but I love the idea of finding ways to get this running back the ball, right? You can hand it off to him. He's got really good hands. Already has a few catches in this game. I think you keep trying to leak him out of the backfield and let him take advantage of this.
Touchdown, Tennessee! Fitted in the window for the score.
And that touchdown is so big for this offense, right? Because here at the end of the half, you're just trying to find positives you can build upon in the second half. And right when it was looking like this game was starting to get away from them, they're able to execute, score, and that's going to help their confidence.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Abrams. He stopped there, but a good return coming out of his own end zone gets it to the 28. Waning seconds of the first half. Let's see how they handle it. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. He's going for a big play downfield. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Might be calling a hot route. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Florida.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Going back to the well, another deep ball. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Gators will line up to kick off and start the second half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Direct snap. Oh, and he's going backwards. Defense not fooled at all by the Wildcat.
And coming out in the second half, this offense, they needed to establish this run game. They needed to get something going. They're losing. They've got to find a way to get a flow, to get a rhythm. And so far here to start this second half, defense picking up where it left off.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. Trying play action. Throws to the wideout. Snagged on the outside, it's Smith. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. And it looks as if they buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. And the play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double checking to make sure. A couple of yards shy of the first down marker, but they've decided this is 4-down territory. The offense still on the field. On fourth down, he'll try to toss it. And he throws another interception, his third one of the night. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. The Gators sending the offense back to work. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Right on the money. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Backed up now, here's second and long. Wants to go up top. Finds his man, it's Montgomery. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2 possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
Finds his target down the middle. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. Operating in the red zone here on second down. He wants to throw it again. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, they're trying to set up the screen pass to the running back, just nowhere to go after he caught the football. The defense completely swarmed around him, and that's a loss.
It'll be third and long. a quick completion to the left, looking for the first down. Touchdown, Gator! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They've extended this lead, guys, but sometimes in a rivalry game, you get down and you fight back that much harder.
Man, you've seen crazy comebacks and crazy swings of momentum in rivalry games. You just need that first thing to break your way, Paul.
And I think it really comes down to their key playmakers, David. They can come back, but these guys need to take ownership. Now's the time. In this type of game, they have got to step up and start making plays.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. Back has it. Slithers into space. There he goes. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. They might go back to that one in a big spot as they pick up the first down out of the Wildcat. He's now up to 104 yards on the ground, and he's been terrific all season, ranking in the top 10 in rushing. On the direct snap, it's Powell. They forced ahead just a bit. Not a lot working with the Wildcat there.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
The Wildcat created an alley, picked up a few. Still some work to do for the first down. The Vols are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. Active hands from the defense forcing that incomplete pass.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
They're a couple of yards short of the first down, but the offense will stay out there on 4th down. The incomplete pass ends a frustrating series, and they turn it over on downs.
Love the coverage on defense there. 4th down. They're ready for the pass. You saw in the back end, great job being in position to make that play. And now their offense is coming on the field.
Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They had this thing in a hammerlock at halftime, and now they are really ratcheting up the pressure, David.
And I tell you what, this offense doesn't have to change a thing, Palmer. They've done what they wanted in the first half and starting off the second half in the same fashion.
And I like how they're letting different guys get involved, too. They've got so many different playmakers all over the field.
When your best is demanded on a big stage like this against a rival, he has delivered, cracking the 150-yard mark.
No doubt about it. What do we say? Big-time players make big plays in big games. The games don't get bigger than this for this team right here, and this guy, David, has shown up today.
And it's so nice as a coach to have that dude that you know you can count on. He'll put up big numbers, and he's been carrying this offense.
Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down.
Man, this guy has had an amazing year all season long. He has stepped up and made plays for his team when they needed it most. And with that last completion, he's now crossed 4,000 yards passing for the year.
And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now is taking out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place. And that time, they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
He'll take it himself. That'll be enough for a first down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line.
Man, the evolution of the quarterback position. Basically, you should call them running backs who throw the ball really well now.
And, guys, you know the other thing that happens here is that sets up the next play because you've sort of left the defensive line gassed trying to run down the quarterback.
Oh, you got to be in shape, chasing him around all day on design runs, on scrambles, and, you know, it's just, and the +1 advantage you get by having that guy. It's just, it's so hard to defend.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. From the gun on 3rd down. And the deflection by the defense brings up 4th down.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started, in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
Eastline set just inside the right upright. And wait a second, there's a flag on the field. Let's check that one out. The Gators will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. Wide receiver comes in motion. Takes a handoff and he's going right. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Florida! They'll try to tack one more on their score. Precision blocking up front. Created the open lane and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
Coming out with it, it's Jefferson. And the returner is stopped. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Tennessee.
We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is.
29 Philly.
On the snap, it's Powell. Dragged down after a pickup of 5 out to the 35.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall forward, get that good gain, stay ahead of the sticks, don't have to get in bad situations. This defense better respond, or else I'll do that all the way down the field.
Defense played the Wildcat very well on that one, stopping them for a short gain. On the direct snap, it's Brown. They bring him down. He's got a 1st down, but that might be the final play of the 3rd quarter. We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Florida on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. As we enter the 4th quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the 1st down. The give to the big fullback. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. The big fullback's got it. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. And the Vols come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Fullback's got it. And there were some collisions in there. The D finally stops him short of the marker. Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on down.
That's such a terrible feeling, too, if you're the quarterback, because on 4th down, they're calling for you on a designed run. They're putting all their hopes on you to somehow go out and get that first, and he knew it. There was just nowhere to go. It's got to be a terrible feeling when you know the defense has won, especially on 4th down, and you're going to be coming off the field.
So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. Snap to the back. They'll mark him out of bounds right at the 45-yard line.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. Direct snap. Finding open areas. Wildcat look didn't get much. Picked up a few on that one.
Really nice awareness by that guy, too, because it looked as though his momentum might carry him out of bounds, might stop the clock, but he knew to get down. He was fighting to make sure he fell down in the field to play, and as a result, the clock keeps ticking.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Motion from the wide receiver. Softened him up with a run. Now to throw. Lets it fly deep downfield. Throw to the end zone. Picked off.
Obviously, this game hasn't gone the way they would have liked, but coaches are always looking for positive moments and things that you can build on. How about that young man going out, getting an interception? Yeah, they're being blown out. They're probably not going to win this football game, but that is the type of play that as a coaching staff you can build on for next week's game.
He'll try to take it back. Inside the 50. Inside the 30. 10. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Volunteers!
Well, it's a nice job there executing the run play and getting in for the score, but you got to wonder, guys, is it too little too late? They're still trailing by a ton here in the fourth quarter.
And he knocked that one right down the middle. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Gators sending the offense back to work. Last drive ended with a pick, but you still have to attack through the air. They'll move the wide receiver. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. Oh, he's got some space. He's at the 30. The 10. Touchdown, Gator. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. They're now in really good shape to get back into the win column as they extend the lead here late.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. We thought we'd see a little Wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. On the direct snap, it's Brown. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild.
You know, when you're handing off to your fullback, oftentimes these guys need some space to work so they can build up a head of steam and get the speed going, but that guy didn't have anywhere to go on that one.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Give to the fullback. He is not afraid to use that stiff arm as a weapon as he bangs his way to the 28.
Fullbacks, a.k.a. blocking backs, a.k.a. don't touch the football very often and usually don't go far down the field. But a nice little chunk run here for the fullback. Give him the ball, reward the big fella.
Tackle is made at the 30-yard line, and it'll be 4th down. Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Hauls it in easily enough for the 1st down. Out across the 45 and out of bounds at the 46-yard line. A big pickup here as they try to put together a scoring drive. And the Volunteers getting set on 1st and 10. They'll power it inside with the fullback. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Well, I think the offense at this point now, they're just trying to limit the damage. They want to get out of here and move on, turn the page to the next game because things just have not been going their way, throwing or running the football.
The give to the fullback. Turning it on. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. The Volunteers come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Give to the big fullback. Really nice run there. Good, solid pickup, and they'll move the sticks with a first down.
Well, that's just on the defense. I'm sorry. Fullbacks are not supposed to be able to rip off big runs like that. The defense, they better do a better job tackling as this game goes on.
They stop him in his tracks, trying to sneak that fullback loose, and nothing doing. The timeout stops the clock with 10 seconds to play. Got some work to do after that last play, 2nd and 13. Keeps it on the bootleg. He wants it all. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left.
No harder position to play in a ball game than the offensive line. You know, tonight in this game, you're down by a lot. You know you have to pass the football. Man, it's a tough job to protect up front, and they definitely struggled on that play.
They get the timeout, and the clock reads 3 seconds. They've decided to try to go for the field goal here. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. Guys, I think we all expected this game to be close. Couple of teams of this caliber, but boy, what a statement by the underdog in this one.
And there's going to be a big movement in the rankings after that performance. That team that got the win today, they are going to get moved ahead of their opponent. It's one thing to beat a ranked opponent, David. It's one thing to blow the doors off them. That was impressive.
It's impressive. It's huge for them. Obviously, we know what's going to happen when they're going to move up the charts, but the other side is equally as depressing. I mean, they're going to fall like a rock. This wasn't even a competitive game. This is a bad day, and the rankings will reflect it when they come out.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.